everybody, my name's Rosie and welcome to my channel, or welcome to another video of me looking rough as shit. Hi! And I have now thrown myself off massively because I have not kept my intro this time. I hope you're doing really well as always. I went to Tesco today, and last week I did a little bit of a cooking vlog style video, and I thought I'd do the same today. My plans did not go to plan, so I planned to go to Tesco pretty early, which I did. I was back by 1ish, which usually is not the case. I'm normally back by like 3 because I procrastinate all day, where I was like, no, let's go. So I went pretty early-ish. I think I got there at about 11:30. It was so busy. Then my plan was to come back home, film, do various different videos and basically spend the day with you guys. However, when I got back, this huge headache hit me like over my eye here, and I hadn't eaten anything, so I was like, right, I'll have a quick bite to eat, a load of water, some painkillers, and chill for an hour, and then get back to all the things that I have to do today, include put up the Christmas tree and all that stuff. And I thought that was at about 2 o'clock. I laid down on the sofa with a bit of telly on just to chill, and I've not long woken up and it's 4:30. So my whole day, it feels like the whole day's gone because it's dark outside. Really, it's still quite early, but it feels like the whole day's done. Anyway, I went to Tesco on a mission. I wanted to spend not very much money, and I wanted to get 2 different meals that I could have for the week, really for lunch and dinner. Yeah, it's boring to eat the same thing all week long, but it is what it is, ain't what it ain't. So I went, and I'm gonna make, which I'll make today, like with you guys. They're really easy things to make. I want to make it clear I'm not a chef by any means. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just a teenage adult trying to learn to survive in this big bad world, you know. I know a lot of you feel the same. So my plan is I'm going to be making a shepherd's type of pie, but my own sort of little spin on it, and a chicken veggie soup is what I'm going to be making. So I'll quickly show you everything I got, and I have spent the least that I've spent in the supermarket for years, and I bought more than I spent £23. I did have some coupons though. I got £11 off. I have my club card coupons, which I didn't realise I had in the app, so I took those off. So I paid £23 for all of this stuff, which I'm absolutely chuffed with, because usually even if I just walk in there to get some chewing gum, I spend more than that, you know. So I'm really chuffed. I tried really hard. I kept away from all the other little bargains. I was really tempted to get some Baileys, but I know that I have some in the fridge from last year unopened, I'm pretty sure, so I need to see if that's okay first. Things like that, whereas normally I would just buy it. I also haven't started buying any Christmas presents yet, which I really need to do. I've been a bit bad in that department. It is Sunday today. I do have 2 little pugs. Snoring and grunting will be heard every single video of mine. It's their dinner soon. They're hopefully looking at me that there's something for them in these bags, which there is not. So I'll just get on with it. We're going to make those 2 things. I'll show you what I got for my 23 English pounds. Keep in mind that I did have £11 off. So yeah, I start off, I just got my water. I actually got 2 of these. I've kept one in the car, nice and cold when I need it when I'm out and about. And I've got one in here, which I will put in the fridge in a minute. I still got this bloody headache, which my mum came over last night and we did have some Prosecco's, but I was fine when I woke up. I didn't have a headache when I woke up. Who knows why I've got it? I don't. Right, so I've got some celery. I've got loads of veggies. I want to get loads of veggies in me this week because I've been a bit bad the last couple of months. Yeah, probably about 6 weeks, 2 months. I've eaten a bit of veg, but not loads of veg. And I love veggies, so I can feel like I'm feeling more sluggish and stuff, more bloated where I'm not having my veggies. So I've got loads of veggies in this bag, and pretty much both are going to go in both dishes. So I've got celery, a broccoli. I love broccoli. I think broccoli is my favourite veggie. Carrots, parsnips, delicious, love parsnips. I've got sweet potato, which is going to be mainly for the mash on the top of the pie. I'm going to do white potato and sweet potato, but I'll put some little chunks in my soup as well. And there's the white potato, just got some Mary Poppins. It was so busy in there, like the Christmas craziness is 100% in swing. I really told myself, let's do this shop differently. We're not spending crazy money, we're not just grabbing, mainly because we're miserable and we're trying to buy our feelings whilst, I'm miserable because I'm in the supermarket, Sorry guys, my camera just stopped recording, so I might have moved a bit. Yeah, I was really just telling myself, keep you calm. Let people push in front of you. Let them go ahead of you, which I always do anyway, to be fair. I'm always a bit passive aggressive. I'm always like, you go first. Don't worry about little old me. But I was very much like, keep my cool, it's okay. I had my headphones in. I had a, what are you doing? Daisy, what's her name? Daisy, oh, the comedian lady. I have to fucking look it up now. Daisy May Cooper, and it's called Hexy Bitch. And it's really, really great. This is what it looks like. I'm listening to it on Spotify. Like my little audio book, and I've only got 7 minutes left and I finished it. I've only finished it in a couple of days, so I had that in my head and I was really just concentrating on that when people were pissing me off and stressing me out. It was so busy. There wasn't even any scanny things. I like to get the scanners when I'm in Tesco. There wasn't even any of them. They were all in use, so it was insanity. And I was still in there for quite a long time just because it took me so long to manoeuvre around, right? Because there was so many people. So, I'm still really proud of myself of how much little I spent. I thought it was really good. So, I got some spinach. So good for you. Yeah, put a little bit of both in that. I just got some shepherd pie mix. I got some of these little noodles because I thought I'd do like a chicken noodle soup. I've never made anything like that before. I'm not going to bother looking up a recipe. I had a little nosy before I went out. It's pretty simple, you know, so I'm just going to make up my own version. And just 2 little chicken breasts. I don't really like, I do like chicken, but I am very fussy. I only eat the breast and I just don't tend to eat it very often because I am so fussy about it. So we're gonna, yeah, do just those 2 little chicken breasts in the soup. It's gonna be more veggies with that little bit of chicken in the background. I've got 2 leeks. I got some Kit Kats. Obviously they're not going in either of the meals, but they're just a little snacky snack. I got some onions. Then I just got some little like butter mintos, like little butter mints. I might have one of those now actually. I just thought they'd actually be quite nice to have at work. I never buy anything like that, but there is a lady that has a pot of mints on her desk, and I'm always like, oh, I really want. I should let you have one. Don't get me wrong, but I don't take piss. You know, I might take one every now and then. Oh, sorry, baby. So I just thought it'd be nice to have some mints. I'll take those to work. Oh, probably quite a bad idea, actually, isn't it? Sorry about that. We'll wait for it to go. Hopefully, it won't be long. I then got some Terry's chocolate oranges, different ones. So I just got the normal standard orange one. I think at work we're doing like a lunch. They do it every year at Christmas, and everyone brings an item of food in. And last year I took a Bailey's cheesecake, and this year I thought I might do a Terry's chocolate orange cheesecake. So I just thought I'd start collecting a couple of Terry's chocolate oranges. So I've got 2 of the normal orange ones, which should be enough for the cheesecake itself. I saw this one, which I'm going to eat because it's just blowing me away, really. I don't really understand what they mean by it, but it says it's a Terry's chocolate milk. Well, I thought this was milk chocolate. It just says milk chocolate flavoured. Oh, milk chocolate flavoured chocolate. It's got no orange in it. That's weird. It's got no flavouring in it at all, it's just milk chocolate. I'm a bit thick, I didn't really click onto that. I thought it was going to be like a milk chocolate with some flavouring in it still. I'm sure that's still delicious. And I bought a mint one. 4 tins of chopped tomatoes. I've got some white vinegar because I always put a little spray in the dishwasher and it gets your glasses nice and shiny if you didn't know. And oh, it was a sad day today. But I got Branston beans instead of Heinz, and I wasn't happy about it. And I ummed and ahed about it for quite a long time. But these were £1 cheaper for 4 tins. Maybe a bit more than that, maybe like £1.50. How much are these? A lot cheaper than Heinz. £2.50 for the 4 tins, where I think it's like closer to £4 for 4 tins of Heinz now. So I'm gonna have to get used to Branston beans for a while until I win the lottery or can remortgage my house, stuff like that. But so what my plan is to do in general now is, and it's a bit like my New Year's resolution, but I'm starting now, is that I am gonna be every weekend that I can, and if it's not a weekend it will have to be like on a Monday or whatever, I will be batch cooking for the week. My dinners, my lunches. So I'm going to have to think of different recipes, I'm going to have to mix it up a little bit. And that is to save money. And when I go to buy the things to batch cook, I am going to be working more towards a budget. So making little changes, like your Heinz to your Branston. I know that I've not gone for the cheapest bean there, which is like Tesco's own. But that's just criminality in my mind, you know. But I am going to be making changes to try and do things on the cheaper side, cheaper recipes, just being a bit more conscious and meal prepping so that I'm not going to the shops every other day and buying food, because I think it adds up so much more. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and maybe I can make a little series out of it. When other people are here, I really don't like to film, especially because, as you can see, the living room's there. One of the girls' bedrooms is there. It's a bit awkward. But when I have a free house, I will do these things with you guys. And it shouldn't be that tough really, because everyone else does tend to have a bit more of a life than I do. So people do tend to go out and do stuff. Right, so I'm going to start with cooking the chicken breast in the air fryer. And then just bash up all the vegetables for the 2 dishes. We can make the 2 dishes in unison. But yeah, I'm really chuffed with that today. I was quite proud of myself, to be honest. Okay, so you'll probably hear the air fryer now. I should probably get a microphone, but I'm just not that professional. I'm going to start with the onions. I'm just going to do all 3. And each one can just have an onion and a half. So I've just got a large bag of corn mince, minus a handful that I just dropped on the floor. So that's just going to go in here. If you're using meat mince, you're probably going to want to do the onions, then put the mince in, then all the veggies. But because corn mince takes no time, and obviously it's not actual meat, so it doesn't matter about touching, you know, when it's raw, touching other foods and stuff. So you can just pop it in like that. So then we need to shred the chicken for the soup. So I put this in the air fryer for about 20 minutes, I think, maybe a little less. It's a bit overdone, but because I'm so fussy with chicken, I'm always going to overcook it a bit. And we're just going to shred it off. Oh, just a bit of leak there. We're just going to shred it up. So just tearing it apart. And I'm going to remove any bits that I don't like the look of, and I'll give those to the dogs. So I really try not to waste, well, I don't waste any meat. Everything that I don't eat, the dogs will have. So that bit there, I'm just going to leave that to the one side for the doggos. See what I mean? There won't be loads of chicken in here. I mean, it's probably good to do if you have like a leftover roast chicken, I'd imagine. Or maybe you don't like breast, maybe you'd rather use like a thigh and stuff. I know lots of people prefer thigh meat because it's like a wetter meat. The dogs have just had their dinner, so they should be a little bit more satisfied now, but they'll still be skulking about for any bits that fall off. So I'm popping that chicken in. And then if you guys watched my video where I was originally making a pie, I bought the wrong stock. This is why I'm making this, because I want to get this stock used up. So I've got this fresh chicken stock. And it lasts till August 25, so it's like lasts for ages. So I'm going to pour this in, the whole thing. Okay, so we definitely need some more stock, so I'm just going to mix up a normal chicken stock cube with some water and put that in there as well. Now all the corn mince looks like it's all cooked through. We'll start putting some liquidy bits in there. Branstons do lose a point because they don't have a bloody ring pull. How annoying is that? So I'm going to chuck a tin of beans in here. hope you don't mind, I've just got the kettle on. Hope you don't mind that I'm cooking 2 different dishes at once. But this is obviously what I need to be doing every week now. Save money, to eat better. Just taking a tin of chopped tomatoes as well. Pop that in there. Okay, for the shepherd's pie, I'm just taking the mix. Obviously, I've just put some water in there. I'll probably put a little bit more in as I go, but again, I'm not fussy. I mean, there are instructions on the back of how much water you should use with it, but for me, I like to go on how I like everyone likes a different texture. I don't like it too runny, so I'll just sort of go by eye of how much more water I want to put in, if any. And I was thinking about putting another tin of tomatoes in, but I don't think I'm going to. I think that looks all right. So you can see this is how the soup's looking. A minute. So I'm just going to leave that to cook for a while. Let all those veggies cook through properly. And then the same with this. And I need to start getting the potatoes cooked for this. And I'm going to put some spinach in here, actually. So basically, you can just put whatever vegetables you want in here. I just pick the veggies that I like. The broccoli, I'm going to keep and put on the side of the... I'm going to just cook it whole, and I'm going to have it as like a little side for my shepherd's pie, because I don't think I want it in the soup. So I'll just let that do its thing for a little while. Okay, for the soup, I'm going to do quite a bit of pepper. So quite a bit of pepper in both of them. A little bit of salt. I don't like too much salt. But then I'm going to do some mixed herbs. A bit in there as well, why not? Garlic granules. And then I've got some onion salt, which I'm just going to put a tiny bit of this in here. As always, with all my cooking, in the shepherd's pie, I'm going to do a good glug of Lees and Perrins Worcestershire sauce, my favourite stuff. A really good glug of that. And then I like to, when I'm making any sort of lasagna, bolognese or shepherd's pie, I always do a teaspoon of Marmite. Now, often as well, I would cook with wine. So usually in this soup, I would put white wine in here, and I'd put a bit of red wine in this one, but I was trying to do this on a budget and not spend money, so I didn't buy any wine. Also trying to eat better, drink a little bit less, so we're doing it without it. But if you have got some wine, it would be delicious in here. I love cooking with wine. Cool, so that's everything I think I'm going to put in for now. We'll taste it in a little while. I'm just going to cook the soup until the veggies are soft. I'm hoping like half an hour-ish maybe, if that. And this I'll just leave on a simmer, and I'm going to cook the potatoes now. So my soup is done, and what I've done is I've put it all into this one big container, and it's gone a lot thicker now, which I'm happy about because I didn't want it too watery. And then I've just done myself one portion for tomorrow. I've had a little taste, it tastes absolutely delicious. So I'm going to leave these to cool, and I'll keep this one in the fridge, because I reckon it'll be good for, you know, in the fridge for the week, Sunday tonight. So yeah, this will last me through till Friday. So, and I'll just take a portion out each day for work, rather than having it in separate containers. The potatoes are, I've done the white potato and mashed it up, but the sweet potato is still cooking. So once that's done, we'll make the pie together. And I'll probably do the same, where I'll leave it in a dish and take a portion out each day or for dinner, rather than putting it in separate Tupperware. So that's where we're at right now. I'm pretty happy with it. It tastes delicious. It doesn't look great, but it tastes really, really good. All the veggies in there that I need. The noodles really soaked up some of that water, that stock, so they're going to taste delicious. Oh my god, I thought I was recording and I wasn't, so I started putting the potato on, but all of the mince is now in a dish, and I just take a dollop of this sweet potato mash and a dollop of the white potato mash at a time, and just sort of almost like marble them on, if you like. So obviously some people might not like to do the 2 different potatoes. Some people might like to do swede instead of sweet potato mash. I love sweet potato, but I feel like having it all sweet potato can be a little bit much. So I like to have the mix of the white and the sweet. Then I'll just get some cheddar cheese and grate a generous amount over the top. I put a bit of black pepper into the mash as I was mashing it with a bit of milk and a tiny bit of butter in the white one. I'm not the best at making mash, I must be honest. Doesn't matter all the different techniques that I try, but it will do. I don't mind that it's a little bit lumpy personally. And this is a really strong crumbly cheddar, which is my favourite. That would do. I could go more, but I think that would be enough. And then I'm just going to pop it in the oven on about, all the numbers are worn off of my oven, I just know where they are, but about 180. And I'll probably be in there for, well, it's all cooked, so it just needs to sort of merge into a pie. So I'll probably leave it for about half an hour, and we'll check back in then. Look at the bubble. Delicious. So I left it in for probably about 20-25 minutes. That's done enough for me. And another thing that I normally do, but I totally forgot, is on top of the cheese, I normally put a little bit of Liam Perrins over the top. But I totally forgot, so that's that. So I'm just gonna, I haven't done the broccoli tonight, I'll do that tomorrow night. Just because I've got such a headache, I just want to eat and go to bed. Well, no, eat, wash my hair and go to bed. And again, I will just tinfoil this up and each night help myself to a portion. You see you get quite a lot. It's a big old thing, so that will last ages if you've got a family or whatever. Yeah, and it's delicious and nice and hearty food. Okay everyone, the lighting's back to being shocking again. I'm going to wrap that up here. It's not been the most exciting video, I know, but I just thought you could hang out with me. Let me know if you like this sort of video or not. Next time I will try and have better lighting. God, a little full. I'm just going to go and eat my dinner now. And then I'm going to go and wash my hair. I was going to do my Christmas decorations tonight. I just really can't be bothered. I've got such a headache. Not that I want to be moaning. It's 7:20 now, so I'm going to sit and eat this, watch an episode of And Just Like That, like the next lifetime along of Sex and the City, and then I'm going to go and wash my hair and get an early night, and at least all my food is done for the week, so it's one less thing I need to worry about. And I'm really proud of myself, like money wise, this week. I'm going to really try hard to not spend as much going forward into the new year and try and get some of my credit card paid off. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. If you have any other like batch cooked meals that aren't overly meat heavy, please do let me know down below, because I'm going to need a lot of them. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it as always, and I look forward to seeing you next one.